Hello, Thriving in Her Purpose. I just wanted to share something real quick with you, and that is boast about your weaknesses. And I did a post about this earlier today about, it's a scripture from 2 Corinthians 12 9 through, well, it was verse 9, but what I want to share with you includes verse 10 as well. But first, many times we are down on ourselves because of our weaknesses, right? Or we count ourselves out, or we, you know, because we're not strong in that area, we try to shy away from that, or we try to push that to the side because it's a weakness, right? But we need to boast in our weaknesses. And that sounds crazy, right? Usually we want to, when it's a weakness, we want to just kind of maybe sometimes ignore it, or we want to, you know, focus on all of our, strengths and, put our weaknesses to the side and not really deal with them. When we should deal with them, we should work on our weaknesses. But as far as today, what I want to share with you is boasting on your weaknesses. And that scripture again was 2 Corinthians chapter 12, 9 through 10. And I want to read that to you again. And but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Now, again, we want to boast in our weaknesses. What? And boast, what does that mean? We know what that means. Talk, with excessive pride about something. Talk with self-satisfaction, excessive self-satisfaction about something, just to brag, basically. So, do we want to brag about our weaknesses? But we should have that, sense of, like it says in the scripture, we can boast about our weaknesses because of the power of God that lives within us, the power of God that we have. We can boast in our weaknesses. God will give us the strength that we need. It is his power is made perfect in our weakness. So we can boast all the gladly. It doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about our weaknesses. We don't have to worry about, those things that we feel like are, deficiencies, those things that we think are things that we need to, push to the side, or things that we feel like we can't handle that well, things that, things that we don't put that much attention towards. So we want to make sure that we remember that we don't have to worry about those weaknesses. We don't have to worry about those things that we feel like are, things that are weaknesses, things that we don't really want to put much attention to, but we can put that attention to it. God is with us. He gives us that power. He gives us the power and the strength that we need. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the state of things for you and your weaknesses or whatever, because we can boast and say that God is with me. His spirit is with me. Christ's power is with me. So I don't have to worry about my weakness. He gives me the strength that I need. And not only that, others will see that power within you when they see you. You're dealing with this thing, you're struggling with it, and it's a weakness for you, but you handle it with power that Christ put within you, that God put within you, that power that is given to you through Christ. And how you handle that, you can handle it with grace. You can handle that and say, me and God, we got this. God, got me on this. And we can be confident in that. We can depend on that. And when somebody else sees that working within you, and they can say, what does that girl, what does that woman have? I want some of that. And you can draw people to Christ through you. So yeah, we have weaknesses that we don't want to share, weaknesses that we don't want to pay attention to, things that we worry about, things that really get to us. But we know that we can boast all the more gladly because we have the power of Christ within us. So those insults don't matter, those hardships don't matter, those difficulties don't matter. It doesn't matter. Those persecutions don't matter because we can delight in those weaknesses because of the power of Christ that he gives to us. So you remember that whenever you are dealing with something, whenever you're struggling with something, whenever something is coming up against you, if you feel like you're weak in that area and you can't handle that, or you feel like you can't handle that, you remember and trust and have faith in that power that God gives you. And we can boast and know that he got us. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.